I usually try to get to an even number. Now when you're threading on this, in the back here there's gears. And those gears on there you can change. A set of gears on here, and for the threads per inch you change the gears back in the gearbox. This has actually got non-metal gears. If you get serious about it, you can get a set of metal gears from one of the places online. I don't think it really makes any difference for normal use. I'm sure the plastic gears cost less than the metal ones. What the gearing does on that determines the rate of feed of this, the carriage, with respect to the spinning around of the spindle. So if you're cutting 1/4 threads or something, you've got to have this go 1/20 of an inch, you know, the right pitch. That's what the gearing does on that. Now by cutting using the carriage on here, you've eliminated having it automatically feed. You get a nice even cut on there. And I'll show in a second that the edge is probably much better. You got to remember, when you take off, you know, 5 thou on here, you're taking 10 thou in the diameter. So you got to be careful you don't get screwed up in your radius and your. I'm going to watch where I am. I'm on 15. I'm going to back this out. Now that's it's got a really nice finish on that. Now back here while I was just playing around, that's really rough as can be. See that edges there? That's still from some dents and crap that was out in the patio. Now when you're trying to take out something like that, the cutter's cutting continuously and it hits this open spot, so it's going to have like a whoop-de-whoop-de-doo when it cuts through there. And so what happens, you don't get a very good cut at first because this is jerking the slide back and forth. So until you get a continuous cut, you may want to go through and be careful about going too aggressive. If I go back, I'm going to purposely try to go through and right where this cut is here, I'll go through here and see if you can hear the noise. I go through and just kiss that. I'll slow down. So you didn't go all the way through there. Let me go ahead and if you can hear that, it went chug chug chug. See right here, it didn't go all the way through. I'm going to go through and just touch this. Go a few more thou. Lock it down to got a continuous cut. Now when you've got the bit going through there and cutting and not cutting, you got more stress. You can actually pop off the edge of the cutter. That's what happened over here, where I had an older cutter. It's ground the heck out of it, and I was cutting something off that wasn't continuously around and got too aggressive, and then see, that's got a real deep cut on there. And sometimes on a piece of scrap material like this, I might have to cut this, make a huge cut before it even goes through. It might be that that piece is not suitable because it's got such a defect in it. The same thing with the casting material. Get porosity in there. You can still see that there's a little bit of that defect in there. Now I'm going to go over here purposely and show, if I go in here, start it up, I'm going to see what it takes to take, I go over here and just advance it till I'm just, there, just touched it. It's on 7th thou. So I'm going to go through, there's 3 thou, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's show what 7/1000ths of an inch is, taking it off at a time. That's 7/1000ths of an inch. See, it comes off as a... I'm going to go through here and go 8, 9, 10. There's 10/1000ths of an inch. I'm going to back off and go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Now, by moving this back and forth, you've got the slop that's coming out of this thing. So if I'm sitting here cutting and I grab and pull this over, you can see I can make it not cut. I'm going to go through and adjust this so I'm cutting a little bit more off. And I'm going to purposely grab this thing and pull it real hard. That's just, on a smaller lathe like that, that's just the way it goes. So part of the technique is when you get down to what you really need to be at, you probably need to go through and take very small cuts, make sure you pull the slop out, and then realize when you're turning this, you need to back this off and then take the slop out of it a little bit. If you're taking a small cut like that, you can come back and mic that with a micrometer, with it off of course, and you can find that maybe you just need to take a little bit more off to get you the desired diameter. But if you sit here like this and turn this off, this thing may not even move back what you think it is, so it's kind of deceiving. And it's like that generally on about any lathe. You get a feel for it. You come in and take a real heavy cut like this, you're going to tend to deflect this a little bit. Now this is a hollow tube. You also got to be careful you don't go through and take a heavy cut and cut right through, and that whole tube's going to pop out in my face. I'm getting down close to that diameter on here, so I'm going to go purposely back this off. And maybe this video should be idly babbling. If I go in here and just barely touch this, I've got this feeding here by itself. If I go in here and just touch this, it's 1 thou, 2 thou, 3 thou. Making a really nice image there. I'm going to set this to 20 because it's a good easy number to see. Again, you got to watch. The tail piece is going to hit this piece of plastic here. And go through and watch what I'm doing and lift this up to declutch it, the carriage. Make sure you don't run it into the edge piece because you'll bust the bit off. And go back this off, pull the carriage out, go back to 20, watch to where it syncs up. Now because I've been playing around there, there's not even cutting anything. I'm going to go down to about 24. So using the machine to move the carriage makes a much cleaner cut, which you want to do in the final cuts on anything. The hog out something real quick, you can machine it by hand, just move it over, buzz it off. You gotta be careful when you got stuff like this spinning around. It can come off and cut the hell out of your hand. I'm going to cut this off here, back this off, slow it way down. You want to clean the crap off the ways. It tends to wear the ways out due to abrasion. There's the old, my little friend, now because I moved this off, it's got to reset itself. Here's a high spot there.